Hey, it's Dr. John Terry, President of the International Martial Arts Council of America and United States Martial Arts Hall of Fame. I am so pleased to have in the room with me today one of our guest instructors, and he's going to be headlining on Saturday, Sifu Andy Kimura. Now, for those of you that may recognize that name, yes, he is the son of Taky Kimura, who was one of Bruce Lee's original students. I believe he was Bruce's very first student and one of the very first black belts, if not the first black belt in the art of Jeet Kune Do. We are so excited this year to be paying tribute to the life and legacy of Taky Kimura, who we recognized a few years ago with induction into the Hall of Fame, and recently saw him go on to his eternal reward. And so excited to be bringing together an amazing group of people. They're going to be part of Sifu Kimura's class in doing a legacy class to honor the life and legacy of his dad and the art that he so loved. And Sifu Andy Kimura is continuing to perpetuate into the next generation. Andy Kimura, it's so good to have you in the room with us. For people that are going to be coming to our camp, what are they going to have an opportunity to learn as they participate in your legacy class?
Thanks for having me today, Dr. Terry. I appreciate it. Thanks for the introduction. Yeah, so we'll in the time that we have, we'll really try to focus on, again, speaking a little philosophically about the art and philosophy of Zhen Fan Gung Fu. I would then transfer with the time we have into doing some basic trapping exercises. Trapping being the fighting range in between grappling and punching. So it's a bit unique to Wing Chun. So I think that will be interesting for some of the participants. And then being able to actualize that into sparring or whatever kind of things that the students are doing. Also, since the main focus of what we do is real world kind of practical self-defense, we'll try and focus a little bit on that and bring a few things that people can use as far as, awareness and just state of mind and those kind of things, as well as some practical moves that they can incorporate into their toolkit in case, anything ever happens and those kind of things. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to coming and teaching again this year. We have a great group of people that are coming with us to share as well. And yeah, just really looking forward to see the family again. And,
you mentioned family. And one of the things that I admire about what you and your team are perpetuating is this incredible family of people that love the martial arts, love what your dad and Bruce Lee and all the predecessors that came before them stood for. And you're bringing that to our camp, and you bring an incredible group of people that are going to be there helping you, that really make that the highlight of our camp. And when we announced that you were coming back to do another class with us, I think our social media page almost blew up. It was just incredible the amount of response we had, that they were so excited that you're coming. For people that don't know your dad's background and his connection to one of the icons of our industry, can you take just a minute and maybe share a little bit of that story?
Yeah. So my father met Bruce Lee back in about 1959, and he was 36, 37 at the time. Bruce was 18, and he was one of his first students, and then became his senior instructor and senior student at the Seattle school when he eventually left to Oakland and Los Angeles to do the Green Hornet and do those kind of things. But yeah, my father was one of 3 people ever appointed by him to run his schools and certified to teach his art. And so it was very important for my father to honor their friendship. And of course, not only were they very close friends, best friends, in fact, but, the Sifu student relationship. And so, my father really spent his entire life just trying to pay back what Bruce did for him, as far as helping him to believe in himself and have confidence and to live a more effective life. And my father was a really great example of, I think, what a master should be, or someone who is a black belt, as we were talking about earlier. He exemplified all of the characteristics and qualities that you would expect to see in a leader and a very wise, teacher. And again, just really spent his life, repaying Bruce in any way that he can and trying to pay that forward to help other people. And so in that spirit, that is how we are continuing. So we continue to teach the art and philosophy of Zhen Fan Gung Fu as it was taught to my father, to preserve the historical aspect, and as well to just have a club and a place where people can come and have a nice camaraderie with fellow human beings. And that's really the main part of it, was to have a good workout with like-minded individuals, and then maybe go and have a cup of tea after, and talk about life and those kind of things. So
Absolutely. Well, let me ask you this question. For those that are on the fence and they're trying to decide, do I pack my bags and do I travel to Houston, Texas to attend this 3-day camp to have an opportunity to train with these master level instructors that are a part of this event, knowing that we've been doing this now, this is our 24th year that we put on a national training camp. If you're a school owner, an instructor, student, competitor, coming from an outsider's perspective, and I know you're coming back, so I don't know that you're necessarily an outsider now, but if you were on the outside looking in, knowing what you know, what would you say to a school owner, student, instructor that is trying to make up their mind, do I come to this event or not?
yeah, I would say it's definitely a unique opportunity to taste some other tea, to see what other people are doing. And certainly a lot of the things Bruce was doing even back in the 50s and the 60s were, light years ahead of even what people are doing now. I mean, just the UFC and things like that are just catching up to where, Bruce was back in the 60s. So I think, one, it's a unique opportunity to be able to experience a little bit of the art and philosophy of what Bruce Lee was really doing. The core, especially, in Seattle, was really where he began to develop Jeet Kune Do and all those kind of things, and modifying everything he learned. But also, there'll be some exciting things that, again, they can take back with them and put in their tool chest. Some exercises that they can definitely, use in their school, that I think, again, will help just elevate their people and elevate their own understanding of martial arts, and maybe be able to even re-examine what they're currently doing, and refit maybe their thinking and that kind of stuff. And it's an opportunity for us as well to be able to see other martial artists and see what other people are doing, how they're progressing, and what they're talking about and what their focus is, and those kind of things. So it's a great learning experience for everybody, really. I would say come, not just for me, of course I'm amazing, and I would say you should come for me, but certainly for all of the other amazing practitioners that are going to be there to share their knowledge. And again, it's just the family atmosphere and the feeling of camaraderie and the feeling of just being around really good, like-minded people is very powerful. And I think alone, to be part of this organization and this family, and to have that network of people that you can rely on, and you can call up and ask questions, or I just think that we're only stronger together. And the more that we bring together diverse groups of people, the more successful that we're going to be, and the better martial artists will be, because we'll be seeing all of the different aspects instead of just with blinders on doing what we've been doing, right? And that goes for everyone. To be able to open our minds and really see other people. And again, the family aspect would be worth it alone, I would say, to come. If you haven't been, you're going to meet a bunch of amazing people that are just going to enrich your life in so many different ways. So
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I've been doing this since 2008. I joined the organization in 2008. I took the reins in 2015. And thinking back over every camp I've ever attended, I've always walked away with something new. And it doesn't matter if it's an instructor that's been there before, that's come back, they always bring something fresh and new to our camp. So you're not just learning the same things and hearing from the same 4 or 5 instructors every year. It's truly a diverse group of incredible people, as you said, that are focused on sharing their knowledge and their wisdom to make us all better martial artists. I think at the end of the day, when we learn from each other, as you said, we all become better. And when we become better at who we are, we can become better at what we do. And that's the goal of what we're trying to do with our association and with the national training camp that we put on in our Hall of Fame event that we do every year. So as we wrap up, sir, is there any final words that you'd like to share, or any pitch you want to give for your camp or the camp as a whole before we end our interview today?
yeah, I would just say, please come to the camp, not just for me, but for the other people that are going to be coming to share it. It's going to be a great experience. We're going to have a wonderful time in a wonderful location, again, with wonderful people. So I wouldn't miss it. And I am super excited to be there. And again, I'm honored to be asked to return. And I thank you so much.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it from the man. If you're not there, he's going to come find you. He will send someone from the world of Zinfan Gung Fu to find you and drag you to the camp. So if you haven't yet registered to do so, here's how you can do that. You can go to IMACUSA.com. That's IMACUSA.com, and you can register to attend the National Training Camp. Or you can simply show up Thursday morning, Friday morning, or Saturday morning and register at the door and have an opportunity to participate in the camp. 15 master level instructors, each teaching a different martial arts discipline. And you're going to have an opportunity to experience the world of all of that in 1 2.5-day session at our 24th annual National Training Camp. I'm Dr. John Terry, President of the United States Martial Arts Hall of Fame and International Martial Arts Council of America. Sifu Andrew Kimura, thank you for being with us. Thank you guys for joining us for this video, and have a great day.